Peace and blessings. This is Muhammad Raina from Seed of the Moon. It's 2:08 a.m. 3/20/2014. The spring equinox is about maybe 10, 11 hours away. And I'm making a video to correct or replace the video that I made September the 28th, I think it was, 2013, the Soul Fragment, Soul Retrieval, Healing, and Sacred Activations video. What had happened was a lot of people, I made that video in the middle of the night like now, but I was at work on a 12-hour shift, and I was really speaking very softly because I was at the college where I work, and I was in a dorm room inside of a lounge, and I didn't want to attract attention to myself, and also I was very sleepy. So a lot of people said they couldn't understand what I was saying. It had a lot of views because the energy was strong, but unfortunately, if you didn't hear what I was saying, it doesn't really help the awareness, okay? So basically, I'm doing this over, and the healing is a facilitation in order to assist people who are having difficulty letting go of things that are no longer serving them. Those who are trying to remove their garments of illusion, and I like to use the word garment because we're all wearing masks. This flesh is a slave. This flesh is a slave to outside influence. Be it what you put in your mouth, what you put in your head, what you look at. It's all an influence, and the flesh is a slave to it. So it's as if we're wearing garments, because the flesh is like a garment. And since it's influential, it takes on whatever we're put in from the outside. So this world of Maya, we're going to remove the garments of illusion, the garments of our ego, pride, pain, and suffering, and we're going to submit and be an acceptance of the new energies that are integrating into the earth in a positive manner. We're going to surrender to the higher will of the spirit of holiness. And when I say surrender, it means that you're going to go with the flow with life, because if you're resistant, you're going to get really tired fighting the inevitable things that you have no control over, whereas you can just accept them and kind of go with the flow. And the will of the higher will, or the will of the spirit of holiness, this is the will of your soul. This is the will of the divine, instead of submitting to the flesh and its up and down, impulsive, easily stimulated lifestyle. So by surrendering to the higher will, we're going to put on garments of righteousness, garments of love, and life. So we're going to step out of this slave ship of the flesh, no longer allowing our being to be influenced by learned behaviors, beliefs, emotions, and expectations, and experience these anxieties that we experience from being stimulated by this outside world, this illusion. We are going to allow ourselves to receive assistance from on high with grace and ease in order to counteract our resistance to the change. This resistance is happening collectively. You probably may feel this in your body physically, causing you pain, tension, feeling like you're blocked and you can't move forward. Because when there is resistance, just like when you're lifting a weight, that resistance is pushing against you. So it's causing friction. It could be causing pulling, strain, all of those things, and you're going to feel it if you're resistant. There's grids of connective fibers within us, and they're like on an atomic level, all the way up to an intercellular level, all the way to like an energetic level. And this matrix is what is filling up the spaces in between that looks like there's nothing there. There's something there. That's how, things travel in between the cells, information chemically. The same thing travels in between the spaces in between us. So you could kind of picture this in your mind's eye like a fiber optic system connecting throughout your body, and just kind of like how your veins go through your system and blood flows through your veins. This is like a connection throughout your body with a living water, a crystalline cellular matrix. And this living liquid, this crystalline liquid, is going through bringing the intelligence of the universe into you, and the intelligence that you share with other human beings, and the intelligence that's going on like on a subatomic level. So this matrix runs within and around the earth, and within and throughout everyone, and it's like they're attached or plugged into it. People are usually linked by an evolutionary awareness in groups of consciousness, and they evolve together. And I see this as fibers also, and I see the people connected to it. And depending on my level of consciousness, when I'm meditating, I can also see it as like stardust. So if we're trying to make changes, sometimes we're influenced by the collective that surrounds us, and you can see this in psychology, like our society, nature versus nurture. Um, if we're influenced by our outside surroundings or our collective mind, we can get drawn back in because things are familiar, familiar feelings, thoughts, actions. So this is not a bad thing, because if we were able to move forward, if there wasn't more work to do, we wouldn't be teetering, tottering back and forth. So tonight we're going to do a crystalline matrix flush in and around us. And then we're going to do a soul fragment retrieval exercise from Theta Healing. And then we're going to do 3 relative sacred activations, okay? Now, when I meditate, I like to keep my eyes open, okay? The reason why I keep my eyes open is because it keeps me aware of the here and now, like grounded here, and I can listen, and I can still experience the energy with my eyes open. Sometimes when I close my eyes, I go to sleep, and I'm still hearing the energy, I'm still feeling the energy, but I lose my conscious awareness in the earth realm, and my consciousness shifts somewhere else, and my body goes to sleep. So when my body goes to sleep, my consciousness shifts to a more symbolic, primordial type thing, and then I come back with all of these symbols in my head, and I gotta decode them. So to each his own. So let me explain a little bit more. The crystalline cellular matrix flush is to create awareness about these fibers that are running in between us and within us. So the crystalline nature and the intelligence that carries the information throughout the body on a cellular level, and it also carries on an atomic level energetically, like through a vibration. We can send it to each other through intention. It's traveling through different sounds that are being emitted by us, by the planets, by anything that emits sound. Everything is emitting sound. We just can't hear it on the level that our ears are able to hear. Through the electromagnetic field, photonically, or through light. All of these different things that I've mentioned carry information. Like inside of you, you carry chemical information, electrical information. The light carries information through the waves. That's how we're able to transmit light and see it as color, because it's encoded with information, and the color is just like the tip of the scale. That's what they're talking about, this light language. Everything is holding information and intelligence. Everything speaks. It's just about how in depth you are at reading, how literate you are to the language being spoken. So the very awareness of the system will create an awareness of intelligence on an atomic level, on a cellular level, get you apt to know that there's something in between the spaces that look like it's nothing there, that consciousness is actually something, that so-called other individuals are connected to you, and you'll begin to feel that more. Or the way that you perceive sending energy may change. Maybe you could feel yourself sending it through the cellular matrix, if not going inside of a cell and becoming one with something. Because even though we speak about becoming one, a lot of people really can't grasp that. Okay, also connectivity with the earth. Okay, so the awareness during energy exercises and meditations on the inner or outer planes may increase your connection and ability to imagine things and perceive and visualize through this type of exercise, okay? So the soul retrieval exercise through theta healing is to kind of bring you back into your power. When you interact with people on a deep level, because we're all connected, sometimes we gain attachment to our families, to our past lovers, husbands, wives, attachments to people that we're giving care to or receiving care from, and in different types of relationships. So this exercise is done to cleanse and return the soul particles merged with others that you pass across your path. Now, I don't literally believe that your soul is broken up and you've lost pieces of your soul. Soul is kind of a deep word. You can look it up in a dictionary. It's talking about what makes you you. It's mixed or separated from your present state of being. And it's kind of like having personal power boundaries. Because if you lose your concept of yourself, you start to feel incomplete. If you're taking on aspects of someone else, you can feel imbalanced. This can make illness feel like you have an illness because you're embodying emotions and symptoms that are not yours. You could feel confused because you have thoughts and emotions that are not yours, because we're very close knit like that. But the thing is, this is not about the soul. This is about being in the present moment, in the now. This is about being able to move forward, and you can't move forward if you're attached to somebody else or some other event. You understand? So this is all about retrieving yourself, creating a boundary, standing in your power, and moving forward, okay? Because a lot of people want to argue about what can be done and what can't be done because of their level of understanding, okay? The spectrum goes high up and it goes high down. So it's all about standing in your power and bringing yourself back to the present so you can move forward, okay? And last but not least, the 3 activations. We're going to do the cultural and collective wound. Cultural meaning like your past, your DNA, your genetic. Collective meaning your soul group, your morphogenetic field, okay? So this is going to address deep-rooted wounds hitting in the collective psyche. The collective psyche. So it could be several generations that are linked together by similar value systems, beliefs, limitations, the behaviors, experiences, attitudes, or the roles that we choose. It's like an invisible programming that is received in our living matrix. It's like locked in. It could be in the ancestral, DNA, morphogenetic field, resonance, like I said. It enslaves on an emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual level, causing mental and emotional disturbances and difficulties. So we're going to be unplugging from that consciousness with the intention, be it the will of the Most High, that we're going to unplug our whole existence, our whole collective, and we're going to discreate and dissolve and collapse that reality. And then we're going to surrender to a higher, holier reality. We're going to renew our mind to this reality, and our body will follow. Okay? The other activation is the Creator's truth, and this is an activation or a deactivation because it's going to unplug you from this grid of fear that we created. This grid of fear has been going on. I've noticed it since '84, when I was about like 8 or 9. I noticed this grid of fear being created, and I see that a lot of the events are building on each other, and now it's to the point where over and over again we're being programmed that there's superstorms and terrorists and all kinds of like heinous events where people are killing each other, and it's being pumped into our heads like night and day, all day long, over and over again. So people are like afraid to live. This is poison, this is polluted, this dumped in this river, this is in our water. And the grids that are surrounding the earth, the grids that are running through the cellular matrix, it's like an operating system, and it's like, this is the programming, you know. So we're going to remove ourselves from this thriving fear. The Creator's truth removes you from the fear, And be it the will, it's going to plug us into the fifth dimensional grid system so that we can experience a higher evolved awareness of the truth that is, that there's limitless possibilities, okay? So it's going to help you to experience limitless possibilities, recognizing that they're there. Standing in your personal power, standing in your own truth, being your power, free from reaction, not being reactive, free from this fear group consciousness. And then the last one is the sacred blueprint activation. And this is basically self-realization, that what you're here for and your purpose, living in your personal power. It's going to help release beliefs and emotions that hinder your inner strength, hinder you from having knowledge yourself, hearing your inner voice, assist you in discovering what you're here to do on this earth. These activations are very powerful. They can take a few weeks to integrate sometimes. Do not try to rush the integration, because you can say, I want it in the here and now. Let it run its course, because when you rush things, sometimes it's like, like if like water rushing up against something, it may break or erode something or spill over, and you want it to go and be sopped up and absorbed, and to everything to move the way it's supposed to be with grace and ease. So be careful, okay? So anyway, drink lots of water, do your clearing, your energy clearing, and your meditations, whatever energy you're working with, because the activations are going to bring up beliefs that are really deeply rooted. They could be stuff that you didn't even know you were thinking about. So when it comes up, address it. Do not be in conflict with it. Let it go, and let it go into the light of Creator or whatever energy system you're working with to remove it, because anything in conflict with the activation is going to be shaken up. Stuff is going to start to surface. You're going to be passing it like you're going to the bathroom. You may be consciously aware of it, or you might experience it like aches and pains. You can have mood swings or cold symptoms. This is the detox model. Look that up. When they come up, just acknowledge it and let it pass. If you feel stuck, email me, Guru Wannabe, GURUWANNAB @gmail.com, or you could message me on Facebook, Facebook.com/Seat of the Moon, SEATOFMOON, or follow me on Twitter, which I'm never on, but Planetary Sister, PLANETARY Sister, SYSTAR, Sister, and it's all one word, okay? So anyway you can get to me, because I'm not online as much anymore. I'm not doing active healing, but I'll send you just the energy healing when I'm going to bed. We'll make a time, okay? So anyway, let's get started. I like to meditate with my eyes open. You can close your eyes. You can do whatever you want, okay? So first I want you to put that prayer hands, the namaste hands, up to your heart. This is not about praying. This is not about anything but focusing on your heart. And prayer is nothing but focused intention, okay? So however you want to see it, we want focus on the heart, because the heart is the heart of all matters. The heart is at the heart of all matters. The heart is the doorway in between matter and the divine, okay? It is the key to thriving in this life, to manifesting your desires. It is the key to evolving from being instinctual and on a survival mode to thriving and living. Okay, the heart helps us balance our thoughts and actions. The Bible says that the heart, as a man thinks in his heart, so shall he be. The Bible says in Titus that the heart, if it's pure, the person will see all things purely. And if it's defiled, the person will experience defilement in all things. So begin to open your heart and begin to breathe in a mantra of gratitude for yourself. So self-talk yourself. Oh, I love you. Gratitude. I appreciate being here. I'm so wonderful. Gratitude for life. Thank you for letting me experience and learn every day. Gratitude for one another, my brothers and my sisters, my mothers and my fathers, all my kinfolk, my soul family, everybody. Gratitude for our health, ability to get up in the morning and do it all over again. Gratitude for our life, providing planet Earth, sustaining us with water and soil and seed and all of the counterparts. Feel your heart opening up to the flow of gratitude. I feel it in a circular motion. Woo. Add to this mantra any and all things that you appreciate. Be in appreciation. I don't care if it's your car, appreciation of your house, your job, your mama, your boyfriend, your children. Just accept and receive. Accept and receive your blessings, that which is yours. Start to feel grateful for the life that is flowing to you, in and around you at all times. See all the things you desire coming to you and be grateful. They are already within your reach. They are all around you. Receive them. Feel your heart connecting and flowing with the harmonious matrix and intelligence of life. Accepting, grateful, and releasing emotions, thoughts, and beliefs that are not serving us for those of a higher nature. We are releasing unacceptable thoughts for those of the spirit of holiness. Release and remove all garments of disappointment. Release and remove all frustration, sadness, all the things and the desires we no longer wish to embody. Release and remove. Release and remove. Feel the gratitude flowing in and around you. Be in receipt of all that is well and good, because it is surrounding you. Accepting graciously and allowing the heart to transmute and transform our minds and our realities. Recognize, just feel the gratitude around you and the higher principles it brings, and feel its charge, and begin to breathe it in deeply. We're receiving healing energy, healing breath. We inhaling deeply, expanding our lungs down into our diaphragm, receiving the living waters. We're receiving this throughout our subdual bodies and throughout every fiber, every vessel, and every intricate part of our being. And we are thankful to the existence. All that we see and cannot see, all that we understand and understand not. And we are thankful for this healing, for the revelations that we're going to receive, the understanding on all levels, in all lifetimes, and all languages, for the highest good with grace and ease. And close your eyes if you want. Keep them open. Just take these breaths in deeper, filling up your entire rib cage from the front to the back, expanding your lungs. Because breath is life, and it carries the living waters, the spirit, the prana, sacred air. Please be grateful and embody this life and intelligence within you now. I want you to fill up your lungs all the way down to your diaphragm. Exhale out through your nose or your mouth. Inhale in deep, filling up your chest cavities all the way down in your back. Hold it. Count to 3. Exhale and do not force it out. I want you to center yourself within and imagine that when this air collects in your abdomen, it's carrying this cleansing white pearlescent light. And as you breathe it in and out, this energy is lighting up your organs, out from the center to your pancreas, to the transverse colon, ascending and descending colon. Your gallbladder is lighting up. Breathe it in, exhaling the spleen and splenic arteries and veins. This energy is rising and falling. The crystalline intelligence of the matrix is coming in with every breath, engulfing your liver, your heart, the aortas, the ventricles, the vena cava, left and right, to your lungs and the pulmonary arteries and veins, and breathe this in, expanding, the energy's building within you. This vital breath is connecting you and your crystalline cellular matrix, rising and falling from your trachea and esophagus down to your rectum and anus, flowing through your kidneys, your ureter, flowing through your male and female reproductive organs, through your endocrine system, rising and falling from the pituitary into the thyroid, your parathyroid, throughout your thymus and adrenals, through the organs of the central nervous system, lighting up our vast system, giving and receiving and balancing, giving and receiving healing energy, throughout the lymphatic system, the craniosacral system, all meridians, all your tissues and organs, fibers and cells, bringing in cleansing, revitalizing energy, renewing energy, connecting and balancing all systems, restoring them back to optimal vital health from our atomic particles. You can feel your electrons firing within your atoms, then branching off all the way out to your chakras, where you're interacting with all levels, all dimensions, all life, bodies, consciousness of this matrix, balancing, bringing integrity and harmony. You feel refreshed and feel clean inside, and have awareness of all of your inner body parts, bringing illumination and light to it, and intelligence. Now we're going to call out to our guardians and guides and archetypes, to our highest expressions, to assist in balancing any aspects, resolving and reconciling with all of our counterparts. We're calling for our higher aspects so that we can raise our consciousness and strengthen our connections to the higher realms of light and deepen them. We're going to experience how healthy it is to be grounded in the earth and anchored into the cosmos, receiving intelligence from both ends. So let's open our channels of light. This is like our antenna. Open up our electromagnetic biological pipeline. Open up our central channel. This channel is a tube that's running from the top of your head straight through your body to your roots. These channels are going through your body via like meridians. And your central channel is connecting your crown and your root and your feet to the sacred energetic centers of the earth. Feel the energetic centers of the earth lining up through your feet. Feel your energetic centers expressing into the energetic world outside and around you. Feel your crown connecting to the cosmos. It's like you're reaching out. Just like you stretch in yoga, you're stretching out. You're expanding. Experiencing the cosmic stream, the surrounding intelligence, and all the electromagnetic spectrum energy streams. Imagine yourself deeply rooted in the core of the earth, branching off from the central channel. Your central channel is like plugging you in into the root of the earth, and you're feeling this cord through your center. I want you to go far down and become anchored as far as you can, past the grass, past the roots, the trees, deep down into the core of the earth, pure and rich minerals of the inner earth. Feel yourself becoming one with the minerals and the particles of the earth, because you have these within you. So you're going to absorb these living elements and dissolve yourself into these living elements, further into the hot magnetic core. Feel that magma. Down through the magma, igniting your inner flames and cleansing you on all levels, and bringing this energy up so that it can flow throughout your being, up through your throat chakra and your feet chakras and up your legs to your root, your sacral and your solar plexus, traveling up your back into your heart and breathing it in deep to your throat, to the brow and the crown and out the center, up to the source of all existence, and anchor yourself there. Feel yourself being strapped in, secured, nestled in place into the cosmos. Anchored into the source of all that is, dissolving into the source that all that is, and being the source that all that is. Feel the sacred earth energy and the divine cosmic energy. As you're building a bridge from your heart to the highest light source of all your guardians and guards and angels are assisting you, bringing you to higher consciousness, or bringing it down to you. Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts, the self-nullified, as we are consumed by the fire and purified. Bless, bless, bless. Imagine connecting to the highest aspects of the heavens and knowing that if you cannot reach it, the beings of life, the self-nullified ones, will bring it forth to you. The holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. Call forth your highest aspects. I call forth my highest attributes in this prayer to assist me in bringing forth and streaming the light from the zenith. I call on all the holy messengers, the archangels, as the divine sees fit to assist me and direct me according to the orders and the birthright. Please allow this stream from the central point to be poured purely straight down to each of us so that we may receive what is divinely for us to have. Nothing is lost, all is accessible. Pure light as we rise to the occasion and experience the all mind. Feel this energy flowing, this stream of enlightenment coming down through your crown, down through your heart. Breathing in this divine consciousness through your crown. Breathe this in and down through your heart, down through your belly, down through your feet, and into the sacred earth. So you are now anchored into the sacred earth and the cosmic divinity. This energy is continuing to run simultaneously through your channels of light, run through your column above your head, all the way down below your feet into the earth, up from the earth, and down from the central zenith point of the source, simultaneously and continuously like a flush. And while it's happening, I want you to focus back on your heart, breathing into your heart chakra, expanding in your heart space, exhaling. Breathe in your heart, filling your heart space, expanding it way out with the living waters, with this divine energy that we're surrounded by. Breathe in. The energy is expanding us to the highest heart consciousness that we're able to receive. And I ask that it embodies us, that we embody the Christ consciousness, the all mind and the all love. Breathing this back and forth through your chest, expanding and contracting, while the cosmic divinity and sacred earth energy is going up and down. We're going to open and expand our pillar of light around our body, and your pillar may expand up to arm's length or it may expand miles out. But we're going to fill up all the interconnected fibers that connect everything within and around us with light. Filling up all the spaces that appear to be dark, they're going to reflect the light. Your pillar of light is filling up with divine cosmic energy and sacred earth energy while you continue to breathe into your heart. This is sacred space being created around us, and a barrier that is sacred around you, like a honeycomb. It's around us together and individually. Feel our space filling up with the living waters, with divine love and light. Fill your space and surround yourself with all that is love. Call your beings of light, ancestors, guides, angels and archangels, masters and celestial beings to come be with you in this sacred space. We're going to create a vortex. Feel it spinning in opposite directions around us. And this will absorb any unwanted energies and take it into the Creator's light. I'm invoking my power and authority to consecrate our sacred space so that nothing that is not of assistance for our highest good can be present. All foreign entities, objects, energies, oppressive and possessive in nature or oppositional, cannot come into this space. Feel this energy around you and experience it. Continue to breathe and expand your heart. And breathe into Christ consciousness. And as you do this, I'm going to start the theta healing. Creator of all that is, it is commanded that we do a soul fragment retrieval exercise and healing in all languages, on all levels, and in all lifetimes. There's no time, so anyone that comes and sees this later, we're expecting you. Creator, I ask that you return all parts back, cleansed and renewed, washing them in divine light and returning them. And please allow me to witness this. It's done, it's done, it's done, and so it is. Okay. Next, we are going to do the sacred activation. So the first that we're going to do is going to be the collective wound, okay? So if anything comes up, remember, hold it and allow the energy to fade it away. It's going to dissolve it. If, once you feel like it's gone, you'll feel a release, or you feel something else come up, focus on it, hold your attention to it, and allow the energy to flow and dissolve it, okay? So we're doing the collective wound, okay? Okay. The next one is going to be the creative truth, okay? Remember, anything that comes up, allow the energy to dissolve it, okay? The last activation is the sacred blueprint. Okay, now we want to clear and reset. I'd like to merge with you. We're going to go back to a time when we were perfect in all ourselves. There's no disease, no imbalance. We're within the primordial atom, first molecular structure. And now we're within ourselves. And now, and all is removed, clear, and reconciled. And I'm coming out of your energy, out of your space, and sealing off your sacred space for yourself, filled with healing energy to continue working for your highest good throughout the day and the week. Your energies are going back to you, and my energies are going back to me. I want you to drink plenty of water, get rest if you feel it, and give yourself time for these energies to integrate with grace and ease. And if you need me, you can contact me. Alright? Thank you, and you have a wonderful spring. Bye now.